Hi, Stephen from Owner Disown, and by popular request, I'm looking at the Acer Predator Helios 300. Now, I didn't look at the previous generation, which was a shame because that was very popular. Now, this has, of course, been updated with the Coffee Lake. So, this is an unboxing, and we'll do a full review on it after that. So, put in the description, in the comments below what you want me to test, of course. And I will be, of course, I'm doing quite a spate of GTX 1060 notebooks at the moment, and including the G3 and the HP Omen 15. So I'll be comparing them all, of course. So the specs on this are the i7 8750H CPU. It's a 6-core CPU, and that's quite common nowadays in all of them. And of course, it's replacing the i7 7700 HQ in its predecessor. So what we have here is we get a quick start guide. Oh, what's this? Premium service. It's good. 2-year limited warranty. That's not bad. That's good. It's better than the 1 year. So like I say, the specs on this is i7 8750H CPU, 256GB SSD, an Intel SSD. It's PCI Express. It has a 2.5-inch space, so you can put your own terabyte drive in or an SSD. It comes with an IPS 1080p 144 Hz. So that is very nice. Now I think the previous generation only had a 60 Hz display. So this is a much improvement. And it is IPS, so it should have good viewing angles and so forth. It claims to be 300 nits, 72% NTSC color gamut, so it's supposed to be fairly decent. And of course, this comes from Amazon for about $1,200. Now you can still pick up the previous generation 15-inch for $1,050, and that comes with that's the same as this with a 256GB SSD and the terabyte the hard drive. But for about $1,250 you can get one with a hard drive in as well, and a 512GB SSD, so that might be still compelling. And of course you can get a 17-inch as well in the previous gen, again about $1,250. So I'm not sure whether this will come in a 17-inch model or not. If you want a subtle approach, then I think the Predator line is the way to go. You probably want to go more for the G3 style. Look, they're not that light really, but there you go. So the G3 or the Predator here. You may want to go more a subtle approach for like the G3 or the G7, that type of style. Of course, you got the Omen. In terms of size, though, I would say that the Omen is certainly smaller, isn't it? It's definitely smaller is the Omen. Certainly more compact, but it runs hot. Now, I've been doing a lot of me testing on this. I've done a lot of testing, and I've even updated with the new BIOS on the Omen, and it still gets hot. You do have to undervolt it, and I'll be publishing all my results shortly. Thickness-wise, pretty similar to the Omen. Not much difference there. It's like shuffling a pack of cards, isn't it? All these freaking laptops. And then compared to the G3, it is even bigger than the G3, and it's still a bit deeper too. So, and I think, of course, the G3 was a little bit thinner. So, altogether, it is a bigger laptop than the other two. Having a quick compare, looking at them straight on. The Omen, of course, has much thinner bezels. That might be attractive to you, It certainly makes the chassis a bit smaller. And of course, you've got the usual big bezels here. And in terms of screen flex between the two, they're pretty much the same, And looking at the keyboard area, of course, the Predator has a bigger palm rest because we all know there's a chassis smaller on the Omen 15. And the key spacing slightly larger, therefore, on the Predator. Now, the G3 still has larger palm rests than even the Predator does. In terms of the bezel size, they're pretty much similar there. There's not that much difference. It all depends on how you like. Of course, the G3 has it's all pretty much a blue tone, while this is a bit easier to see. There's a bit more contrast with the white keys compared to the blue keys here. Now at the top, feels like plastic to me, but sometimes it's hard to tell. It's a brushed look, and of course it's got the red decals, which I don't believe will light up. This doesn't look as if it'll light up either, the Predator symbol. Now I think the lid's plastic, and the base here is brushed aluminium. And that actually does feel fairly nice. That's not bad. You've got a big trackpad. Feels glass, smooth, integrated buttons. Now you do have a big stick here, but it's subtle because it is black. It blends in, so it's not as bad. So I normally hate stickers, so I only partially hate this one. But it mentions it's got the Aero Blade 3D fan, backlit keyboard, of course, and it's MIMO Wi-Fi. It's VR ready, full-size GTX 1060 in it, 16 gigabytes of DDR4, 2666 megahertz RAM. Keyboard, I'm not sure it's RGB, but I'll check that out. Good distance of travel, it's fairly good there. The AWSD keys are separately coloured there, they're red, and you've got a separate number pad. Looks like the speakers are firing here down at the at the front, which is at least a fire out here, which is nice. You've also got a couple of openings here, so they're perhaps a fire there and here. Now you do have they're normally quite good at having these little panels to upgrade things. So you've got two different panels, but you can know to take the back off as well. So we'll take them apart. You've got big venting here, a fairly decent venting. Now let's have a look at the cooling on the other ones, because the G3 is actually running pretty cool, really. It's not too bad. So compared to the G3, but this is a Max Q design, so that's there. Now the hot HP Omen, it's surprising, has nice big cooling there, and but it's the fans. The fan profile is still not great on that. So I decided to have all three going here at the same time, just to show you as a good comparison. G3 at the top, no vents or ports. You've got the Omen 15 with some nice venting here, and also some good ports, which I do like. And you've got the Helios 300 here at the bottom, and of course no ports. And it looks like you've got a big heatsink here, and here it looks like it's blocked off. Look, hey, see that? Blocked off. Bizarre. So it looks like you just got this here. So let's turn it around and have a look at the left-hand side. At the bottom, of course, we've got the Helios 300, Kensington lock, Ethernet port, USB-C, HDMI 2.0, so 60 Hertz, 4K 60 Hertz, USB 3. Full-size SD card reader, and of course compared to the other two, G3, got a big range of ports there. Of course, not so many on here, but just the card reader. The front on both are pretty, and all of them are pretty similar. And on the right-hand side, we have two USB 2 ports, and we have a combo headphone microphone jack, and the power connector on the right-hand side, but at the back at least it's at the back. And of course here you have the another USB port, and the same up here. So that's the difference between them all here. And let's have a look at the weights. All right, so the Helios weighs £5 8 ounces, say. G3 about £5 7 ounces, so slightly less. And the Omen is a bit more, like £5 10 ounces. So the power supply that comes with it is a 180 watt power supply. Pretty typical. Now, of course, the Omen comes with a larger one. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks very, it's plasticky underneath, big plastic here, and I am puzzled why it's blocked off the vents here on one side. That is very strange, and there doesn't seem to be too much in the way of USB ports. You've got the USB-C, no Thunderbolt port. You've got two USB 2s and one regular USB 3. So that seems a bit skimpy, for the price. So it does have the battery in it is a 4-cell, says 3,220 milliamp hour batteries. It says it's good for 7 hours, so no doubt it has Optimus in it. But yeah, you're paying a little bit extra for the 144 Hertz screen. So we'll put that to the test. Webcam, usual 720p. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to put in the comments below what you want me to test. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye.